Yes, sir. Easy day. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel once again. You already know it's your boy Dion. Welcome back to this VQ Teardown. You feel me? I think the last thing we really seriously did, take off all the coolant lines. You feel me? So we pulled all that stuff out. We drained a little bit more of the fluids out into the oil pan right there. I think the only reason I still have it out is just in case, because we still have to drop the bottom portion of the oil pan. And then we're gonna move on to figuring out the pulley systems, the pulley and idler system. And then we're gonna move on to getting this cover right here off. We're gonna pull up the face to see the timing chain, the oil gallery, and the rest of the cams. I'm also gonna try to focus on getting these bad boys top dead center. I don't know if I take these plates off, if I can see the face of the cams. If I can, that'll be clutch. If I can't, that's okay too. But the way it's looking, I know for a fact I want these all to be top dead center. That way, when I go to do the timing, I don't have any issues. I can't lie to y'all, I'm actually like mortified right now. I'm very, very, very scared. And I don't even know if I really want to start tonight because, you know, but it shouldn't be too bad of a job as long as I continue to properly label things and keep them inside of bags. I don't see where I can really go wrong. And plus I got plenty of videos of looking at all this stuff to be able to discriminate where what goes anyway. So I'm not really too worried about it. I don't think, at least so. Yeah. This AC is any good. If this AC is good, we're gonna be in there. I don't even have to worry about switching my AC over for real. But I ended up even buying y'all a little stand, like I said. So when I go to tearing this back down, y'all don't got nothing to worry about. But let me stop stalling. Let me go ahead and get straight to it, man. This is probably not going back. I don't know if I need this, but I'm gonna hang on to this just in case. But I'm gonna keep all this together for when the time comes to order the full thing. That way I'll know. I probably won't put that shroud back on, but I'll definitely put this bracket back on for when I do my my motor mounts. Alright, so I'm gonna update y'all on what's going on right now, you feel me? It took me a little minute, but I figured it out. I figured out how to get that AC compressor on. That bad boy's on the floor right there. The belt somewhere around here. Oh, the belt's right there with it. Dummy. Anyway, I also got the exhaust manifold off, one of them at least. And then, I peeped this little coolant plug right here. I think this head is pretty much ready to come off. I don't know what else I could do for, oh, I'm sorry, I lied. Cams are still in it. It ain't ready to go nowhere. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna still keep working on the outside of the motor, as this is very intimidating, and so is this front portion too. I'm not gonna touch nothing. The only thing I touched so far that had a belt on it was the AC compressor, this pulley, and the rest of the crank. The rest of this already didn't have anything on it. I'm gonna do a little more research before I go over there, but I think I'm gonna start working on the left side of the motor now. So yeah, you know. Today, so far, I'm only taking a break. I promise I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging like I did the last time, and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start editing this video, but for now, I'm gonna take a break. Thus far, we have taken off exhaust manifolds. We took off that coolant hose from this singular coolant hose right here. We took that off from right here. We took off the AC over there. Took the AC over there. We took off the alternator, those shrouds, the engine mounts, the engine mount brackets, and what else are we taking off? I think that's it. Like, you know, just taking it one piece at a time. I might hop in and tackle it again tomorrow and really be, you know what I'm saying, focused on, you know, the bigger portion of everything happening right now, which is gonna be right here. I'm just mortified, dude. I don't want to mess nothing up. I want to make sure I got all the information I can before I go to rotating stuff, before I go to taking cams out and messing up my timing overall, because that's the last thing I want at the moment. I'm trying to make sure this goes as smooth as possible, and I can't do that if I'm not taking my time. So I'll be right back with y'all tomorrow. As of right now, shit, you know what I'm saying? As I had showed y'all a few videos ago in my wrap reveal, color reveal, y'all know that I was very, damn, it's a windy ass day today, shit. Y'all already know I wasn't the most satisfied with the wrap job. There were like minor discrepancies and stuff like that, but I ended up just letting those things go because of the situation that the wrap guy was in, and because they weren't like the most noticeable things. Now, those were tolerable, but this right here, you see what I'm saying? 100% intolerable. I literally drove the car probably 4 times. Me and my brother were riding it the other day. We heard a funny noise and it started like making this vibrating sound. We thought it was coming from the wheels, the wheel well, or somewhere in the engine bay, but then one day when I was driving it, I heard it, couldn't discriminate where it was coming from. And then what ended up happening was it ended up ripping, so the sound went away. And when I looked up here, I realized that the rip was the cause to make the sound go away. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna send it back to him. He said he's gonna fix all the mistakes, in which he better fix all the mistakes or I'm not going back, and I'm gonna go to somebody else to get my wrap corrected. And then I'm going to address my tint issue as well, because there's a tint issue on this car too. Like I said, oh, in that side view mirror, I'm not too concerned with it. I haven't washed it in a while just due to that, so I can't wait to get it back to be able to wash it again. But I gotta take all the stuff out of here today too, because I need all of this stuff for when I go to Alaska. The Honda's still chilling, the Impala's still chilling. No updates over there, you know what I'm saying? But today, that's not what y'all came for. So let's get back to this engine shit. Yeah, I remember last thing we did with the engine. We did our exhaust manifolds, engine mounts, alternators, label bags. It's all good. Covered up the engine. Let's take these spark plugs out. All right. Battery died. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'm getting, I want to say flustered, but I'm just tired. I'm like, golly. Organization getting kind of boring. I see why people lose motivation to do engine stuff, because it's just a bunch of and put back, take out, put back, take out. So, yeah. Bro, it took me a little while, but I finally got all the pulleys and idlers off. The last one we gotta go to. Crank, pulley. And then we got all these face bolts to take off. And then we can finally see what the time is looking like. Line those notches up and begin to actually tear down the top part of the motor. For now though, I'm gonna take a break and eat and see how I feel after the fact, because this is a lot to process at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna be back.